Most SwiftUI task apps look fine, but they are built wrong. They work in tutorials, then collapse as soon as you add real features. In this video, I'll show you how I structure task apps in a real SwiftUI project. Within the app root view, we are using enums for the tabs, which is already the correct way of doing things. It is strongly typed tabs, which scales better than raw values and prevents a whole class of bugs. So that's a good thing. And here is the first hidden problem on lines 21 to 23, which is the model context is injected at the app root, which means everything below depends on it. So this looks clean, but it is deceptive. This repository is recreated based on the view lifecycle, not the app lifecycle. On lines 25, this is the single source of truth for the tabs. So at the moment that is okay. But at the same time, this is where things can get a little bit risky. On lines 29, this is a tab view, but it's important to remember tab view is state-driven. It's a state-driven view, switching, which is not true navigation. And also the screen depends on state that can be mutated from a completely different tab. On lines 43, we are using the calendar focus state, which is similar to a mutating share state that another tab depends on. And this works until it doesn't. So now we will attempt to improve the app root view. So I'll just copy and paste the code I have already created into the file. Just wait for the preview to work. So one of the first improvements that we have done, we have included the coordinator, which is strongly typed for tabs, and it's also non-negotiable in production-ready apps. It scales cleanly for navigation and avoids any magic values. And the other advantage is that it only has one intention, one place where side effects happen. This is what keeps tab navigation predictable. The coordinator is also owned by the app shell. This guarantees stable cross-tab behavior for the lifetime of the UI. On line 35, the factory keeps repository creation explicit and testable. And for the init, the initializer, it makes the app shell more friendly to test. In production, you can inject mocks or previews without changing the view. And within the body of the view, the repository is created once per view instance. If you need app-wide lifetime, this moves into an app container. And also here, the tab observe state. It does not decide the actual navigation. And on line 61 to 62, the view expresses intent. It does not mutate tab or navigation state directly. So the next thing we need to do is to open our app file, this one here, and then we need to type in SwiftData, import SwiftData, delete the content view, type in the following app root view because this will be the startup view, and then we pass the model which is task item.self. Just see if it compiles, if the preview is still working. It should work. And yeah, that's how you can create a production ready task application.